Case will move from left to right on your radio dial. With a white case trimmed in blue across their chest. Aaron Hollinger will tip it off with Orlando. And Orlando wins the tip, and Brandeis will control the basketball to start the basketball game. Rashford with it at point. Caitlin Henry on her. Top of the key to Chapin, back to Rashford. Right wing, they move it inside. Nice pass inside. Hollinger with the block. Shot went up that time by Dados, and Hollinger, the freshman, blocked it. Down the court for Case. It's Tondo in the middle. Over to Henry. They swing it to Henry in that right wing, right in front of the Brandeis bench. Case moving from left to right on your radio dial. And Caitlin threw it over the outstretched arm of Ashley Tondo. It goes out of bounds, and it's the first turnover of the evening. Case 8-6 on the season. Brandeis 11-2. As Ed said, there was a point early in January where Brandeis was ranked the top team in the country. They have since slipped from number 1 to number 5 to number 7. Now they're number 13. A formidable opponent, that's for sure. Chapin with it, right wing, 3 in the air, good. Jessica Chapin, the leading scorer for Brandeis, averaging 14 a night. She's got 3 to start the game. Beth Andrasic dribbles it out of bounds. Had 2 straight possessions for Case, ending in 2 straight turnovers.
Well, and that's one thing they had to battle last week. They were just not equipped to handle the points off a turnover. In fact, WashU had 29 points off the Case turnovers Friday night a week ago. So if the Spartans are going to be in the ball game, they're going to need to stay with Brandeis, force the judges to shoot from outside, and they themselves move the basketball offensively.
Sincata with the ball, left wing, top of the key. Chapin, 3 in the air. It's a long one, misses right side of the rim. Sincata with the rebound. Brings it back out to Chapin. Lauren Chapin between the circles. Right side to Lauren Orlando. Orlando right wing, they move it inside back to Chapin. Chapin missed the bunny, and Tondo comes down with a loose ball. Here comes Ashley Tondo for Case. Case down 3-0 early on, 90 seconds in to this basketball game. Inside to Hollinger, shots blocked, gets her own rebound, puts it back up, misses, and Chapin gets the loose ball. Here comes Brandeis. Chapin with it across the timeline. Jessica Chapin works it left side to Rashford. Now back between the circles to Sincata. Sincata with it, right wing. Spots up a 3, throws it up, missed it. Andrasic comes down with a rebound for Case. Andrasic quickly down the floor. Stolen by Rashford.
That's 3 turnovers and 4 possessions for the Spartans to start the ball game.
Lauren Rashford with the basketball, looks back at her head coach Carol Simon, and will set the offense for Brandeis. Rashford tries to get it into Dados. Ball is skipped over to Lauren Orlando. She went inside, put up a shot, and she was fouled by Austin Howell. Check that. They're going to call a foul on Tondo.
A reach in on Ashley Tondo from the weak side coming down on support.
So that will be Tondo's first foul, and that will send Lauren Orlando to the foul line, where she is an 81% free throw shooter. First shot's up, and it is good. Orlando on the season averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds, a 6'1 senior out of Peabody, Mass. Second shot up, and this one is also good. 5-0 early on, Brandeis over Case. Caitlin Henry with it, top of the key to Howell. They swing it to Beth Andrasic left side. Beth Andrasic brings it about to the right. Ashley Tondo, 3 in the air, and Tondo knocks down a 3. Tondo with 26 threes on the season for Case, and that one came at a good time.
That's good to see her get off to a good start tonight after shooting 2 of 24 on the weekend last week.
Whistle and a foul away from the ball inside. It will go on Case. It's going to go against Austin Howell. Howell, the 6-foot sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia, with her first foul.
Looking for position on Lauren Orlando, the two of them almost fighting down on the low block.
Well, Orlando's going to create all sorts of issues for Case inside most of the game, as she has for the last couple of years. So it's an inbound play for Brandeis. Goes to Orlando right of the key. Ball's tipped out front. Chapin controls. Hands it off to Sincata between the circles. Works it left side to Chapin in front of that Case bench. Caitlin Henry steals it from Chapin. Chapin grabs it back. We've got a jump ball, and the possession arrow will go to Case. Checking in for Brandeis, Amanda Wells, a senior, forward, 6'1" out of London, New Hampshire. Case with the basketball. Andrasic back to Tondo between the circles. Kicks it back to Beth Andrasic, left corner. Now on top to Aaron Hollinger. Andrasic, left corner. Shots in the air, rolls around the rim, won't go. And down with the rebound is Brandeis. Ball's loose though, Tondo picks it, puts it up, rolls around the rim. And this one drops. Ashley Tondo with some great hustle. She's got 5, so does Case, and this game's tied at 5 with 16:30 left to play opening half. Chapin with it. Working it right side to Rashford for Brandeis. Brandeis working from right to left on your radio dial. Chapin in front of the Case bench. Top of the key, Sincata, 3 in the air. And that one is right on. Diana Sincata. She hits a 3. Brandeis has 2 threes and 2 free throws. They've got 8 points. Approaching the 16-minute mark of the first half. Caitlin Henry with the ball for Case right side. Henry with the ball fake left-hand dribble between the circles. Gets a screen from Hollinger. Hollinger rolls on the screen, gets the ball in the key, kicks it back out, and they're going to call Aaron Hollinger, the freshman, for a turnover. So Case with 4 turnovers in the first 4 minutes.
Well, for the Spartans, they're going to need to do a better job of moving the ball offensively. They can't stand flat-footed against the big trees that is Brandeis University. They're going to have to move the ball, find an open spot, create those screens, and get open looks. They're not going to be able to shoot from inside about 12 feet all night.
Brandeis works it in, left side of the lane. Dados with it, turnaround shot off the glass, and it's up and it's good. Cassidy Dados with her first 2. It's 10-5, Brandeis. Caitlin Henry, left-hand dribble, kicks it out to Austin Howell between the circles. Now left wing to Beth Andrasic. Right-hand dribble, left-hand baseline pass to Howell, back to Andrasic. Inside to Tondo, shot off the glass, left of the lane, missed it. Chapin comes down with a rebound. Chapin quickly down the floor. Here comes Brandeis. Andrasic blocked the shot, or was it Hollinger? It was Hollinger. Aaron Hollinger with a nice block shot.
Strodoff in the ball game for Brandeis, down on a low block.
And Case will get the basketball back. Down 5, it's 10-5, 15:05 left to play first half. Tondo with the basketball for the Spartans. Between the circles to Caitlin Henry, 3's in the air, missed it left side. Ball's on the floor, and Morgan Kendrew, now in the game for Brandeis, comes down with a rebound.
Howell lucky she didn't call for a push in the back as she looked for the rebound.
Kendrew with it, they work it left side to Strodoff.
Amanda Wells just pushing on Howell down low.
Chapin with the basketball right side. Kendrew, left-hand dribble, left of the lane, pull up 8-footer, back of the rim won't go. Andrasic down with the rebound. Andrasic down to Tondo, here comes Case. Case on the break. Remember, Coach Reimer said really didn't want to play a half-court game with this basketball team. Too big, too physical. Andrasic, nice baseline drive, lays it up and in from the right side. 10-7. Case down 3, 14-12 left to play opening half. Sincata, right-hand dribble to the foul line, kicks it left side. Now they work it inside. Brandeis with the basketball. Chapin, right wing, 3 in the air, and it's good. Jessica Chapin's got 6. She's hit 2 threes.
And surprisingly, she's come out hot after having a very poor shoot-around in the hour leading up to the ball game. Jessica Chapin was really cold shooting.
Tondo gets a screen from Austin Howell that time, and it worked well. Ashley knocked down a 3 from the top of the key, and credit Austin Howell with a nice little assist.
Tondo with 8. That equals her weekend total.
Well, that tells you how cold Case was, specifically their leader, on that road trip to St. Louis and Chicago. Chapin with the basketball for Brandeis. Top of the key now, they'll go. Amanda Wells with it. Off to Sincata, right of the lane, puts up a 15-footer, missed it. But the long arms of Amber Strodhoff comes down with a rebound. Strodhoff off to Chapin. Chapin left-handed layup, missed it. A whistle and a foul inside. The foul will go against Brandeis. Fouls on Amanda Wells, inside with a push.
Well, Wells was crashing the boards and clearing out as she did.
So Wells with her first. And that is the first team foul on Brandeis. 6.5 minutes into this basketball game. Case is down 3, 13-10. With 13-10 left to play opening half. Tondo with the basketball, looking right side. Hands it off. Freshman now checks into the basketball game for Case. It's Kate Clancy, and Clancy immediately throws up a 3. It's good.
And that's where Case is going to have to shoot all night. They're going to have to play from about 15 feet out. talked to Freeman Blade before the game, and he said that Brandeis defense will sag and it'll create more opportunities from behind the arc.
Freeman Blade, one of the 2 assistant coaches for Jennifer Reimer. Dana Hallecky, the other assistant for this Case coaching staff. It's 13-13, working it inside. It's Strodhoff for Brandeis. Shots blocked, but Caitlin Henry's going to pick up the foul. That will be foul number 1 on Caitlin, team foul number 3 on Case in this first half. And at the line shooting 2 will be the 5'11" sophomore forward, Amber Strodhoff. Strodhoff on the season, a 76% free throw shooter. First one's up and it's good. Brandeis so far this evening, 3 of 3 from the foul line. On the season, they are a 74% free throw shooting team. That's a pretty good mark as a team. Strodhoff's second free throw up, and this one's also good. Strodhoff with 2, and Brandeis is up 2. It's 15-13. Case with the basketball in their home whites, trimmed in blue and silver. Moving from left to right. Tondo with it to Clancy, right in front of that Brandeis bench on the right wing. Clancy back to another freshman, Peck. 2 freshmen in the game, 3 freshmen in the game right now for Case. And Drasic with it, right side, 7 on the shot clock. Kicks it off to Hollinger, top of the key, 4 on the shot clock. Tondo, long 3 from the left side. Long rebound, it missed, and coming down with it is Rashford for Brandeis. Here come the judges. Rashford with Andrasic on her, gets a screen. Andrasic fights through it. Rashford goes up, throws up a left-handed layup, and it missed, and Hollinger came down with a rebound. Hollinger off to Ashley Tondo. Tondo, right-handed dribble into the lane. A layup off the glass, missed it. Tondo looking for a foul, didn't get it. Here comes Brandeis.
Jennifer Reimer screaming for a block on that. As Tondo got bumped, she went in for the layup.
And we got a whistle away from the ball. It's going to go against Brandeis inside. Hollinger is banging inside with Amanda Wells, the 6'1" senior from London, New Hampshire. Wells is going to pick up her second foul, and she will check out of the basketball game. And, well, let's pick your poison, Ed, because coming back in is Lauren Orlando, the 6'1" senior.
Well, we mentioned in the pregame, 8 of the 16 players on the Brandeis roster go 6 foot or larger. That's impressive at the Division III level.
So Case with the basketball, down 2, it's 15-13, about midway through this opening half at Horsburgh Gymnasium. A doubleheader night tonight on WHK. Tondo with it, with a screen from Hollinger. Kicks it out to Andrasic. Left baseline shot up, won't go. Orlando down with the rebound for Brandeis. Off to Rashford. Here comes Rashford and that rest of that Brandeis basketball team. Whistle again away from the ball. This one will go against Case.
I believe Kate Clancy will get called for the hook.
It is on Clancy, the freshman, her first foul. Checking in for Brandeis will be an original starter, Diana Sincata. Sincata in with 3 points. She hit a 3. Checking out is Morgan Kendrew. Beth Andrasic will take a seat for Case. Checking in for Case. Austin Howell's back in the game. So it's Henry Howell, Peck, Clancy, and Tondo. Shot in the air for Brandeis. Long rebound out to Ashley Tondo. Here comes Case. Tondo, beautiful pass down the floor to Caitlin Henry. Henry controls, cross court to Howell, back to Tondo between the circles. Ashley Tondo controls. Howell with position inside, right of the lane, kicks it out to Peck. Shots up in the air, good. Number 15 hit a 15-footer. Chelsea Peck with her first 2, the freshman from Pittsburgh. Whistle again away from the ball. Fouls on Lauren Orlando. I tell you what, Ed, and this is good news for Case, the officials are really watching the body movement away from the basketball, the setting of picks and the pushing and shoving, and they've caught Brandeis on four fouls that way.
And Brandeis is very aggressive in the paint, and we've seen it tonight, and it's a matter of how aggressive the officials are going to let them be.
You know, I was just talking to Coach Reimer before the game about if she thought that basketball was getting too physical, if they weren't allowing it to be a game anymore, and it's more or less a body slugfest, and she thought it was. And I think many people that watch it would agree. Caitlin Henry, in the meantime, just hit a 3 from the left wing. Her first 3 of the evening, and Case is up 3, first lead of the night, 18-15. They work it inside to Kendrew. Kendrew, turnaround shot, ball's loose. Henry fought for it. And Caitlin Henry knocks it out of bounds, trying to get the loose basketball, so Brandeis will keep it. They'll get a fresh 28 on the shot clock.
To follow up on your thought, Ron, about basketball becoming too aggressive, I think what people see happening is you see the slugfest in the paint, and then the touch fouls out behind the arc. It's the inconsistency where you can't decide if a slap on the hand is a foul, but then a dropping of the shoulder down low is not.
Right, well, they talk about hand checks. Officials talk about watch the hand checks, but then they allow the forearm push on a defender on a point guard, and it's confusing and frustrating, I think, for many people that are playing the game right now, the way the game has changed. Another foul is called away from the basketball. It goes against Brandeis. So Case will get the basketball back. Fouls on Orlando. She's got 2. Tondo with the basketball for Case. Chapin working on her. Caitlin Henry now with it left wing, with Rashford coming up to defend her. Caitlin Henry pulls up the dribble. Off to Peck. They swing it to Tondo, right wing. Chapin on her. Back to Peck. Over to Caitlin Henry. 8 on the shot clock. Caitlin steps back, top of the key, throws up a 3. It was an air ball. And a whistle and a foul underneath. Jessica Chapin's underneath, and it looks like the foul will be on her.
No, it'll be on 41.
Fouls on Orlando again. That is 3. 3 fouls on Lauren Orlando.
And on that one, Orlando got called for sticking her hip out, and as she tried to box out for the rebound.
So Orlando, who's averaging 11 points, their 6'1" senior center, is on the bench right now with 3 quick fouls. Case on the inbounds, traveled with the basketball. They'll give it back to Brandeis, but Case has worked very hard at this point, Ed, for a 3-point lead. It's 18-15. 9 minutes, 18 seconds left to play opening half.
Well, considering they had 3 turnovers in the first 90 seconds, have just 2 since. So they've controlled the turnovers and have made a pace of winding down the shot clock offensively.
Dados off to Rashford. Rashford beats Beth Andrasic on the dribble. Left side, missed the layup though. Austin Howell comes down with the rebound for Case.
And the coaching staff did say that Brandeis can get out of control when they feel pressured, and they'll throw up wild shots.
Case trying to work it inside to Howell, and bodying up trying to steal that basketball for Brandeis will be Casey Geishen. And Geishen's going to pick up her first foul. Brandeis as a team, I believe, will go to 17 fouls. So they're piling them up here about midway through the first half. Andrasic with the inbound. Top of the key to Peck. Feeding a cutting Caitlin Henry. Caitlin missed the shot. Here comes Brandeis with it. Rashford with the basketball for the judges. And they'll cross half court. Dados back to Rashford. Dados will cut in the lane. No pass back. Sincata feeds it right of the lane. And a whistle and a foul on the basketball. The foul will go against Chelsea Peck for Case. Peck, defending against Casey Geishen, picks up her first foul for Case at his 5 team fouls. And checking in the game for Peck will be Erin Hollinger. So a freshman replaces a freshman. Hollinger is in, she is scoreless, and Peck checks out with 2 points. Brandeis will inbound it. They get it into Chapin. Chapin missed a shot from the left side of the lane, and Case comes down with a rebound.
Well, and Howell may have walked with that on the rebound, and then she walked again and got called for it.
Well, Austin Howell isn't exactly the girl you want bringing the ball up the floor, especially when you're pressured by someone like Rashford, one of Brandeis' stars, and she forced Austin into a turnover. So Chapin will inbound it for Brandeis. She gets it into Cassidy Dados. Dados with a nice feed to Rashford, but Beth Andrasic recovered nicely on defense that time, picked the ball. We've got a tie-up, and Brandeis will keep it. So Brandeis has the possession arrow. They'll get the ball out under their own basket.
Give Andrasic credit. She noticed the backdoor cut, stepped down, and put her hand in the passing lane.
18-15 Case, up 3, 8:18 left to play, opening half. Rashford with it, right wing, 3 in the air. Back of the rim, no. Hollinger with good position, comes down with the rebound, ball's loose. And Kate Clancy comes up with it. Down to Caitlin Henry, nice dribble behind her back against defensive pressure. Into Hollinger. Hollinger lost it. Chapin fighting for it. She controls. Here comes Brandeis. Chapin splits the defense, goes in, throws up the layup. Ball was tied up by Henry, and they're going to get Caitlin for a foul.
That's a solid foul. Don't let Chapin take it all the way to the basket.
2 fouls on Caitlin Henry. Chapin will shoot 2 free throws. Tondo ready to check in. along with another freshman, Sydney Berry. There's going to be a timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. Case up 3. It's 18-15. 7:55 left to play opening half. We'll be back on the Case Basketball Network.
Tickets up for tonight's game and receive $3 off the next pizza order. Nebraska House Pizza, a proud sponsor of Case and Brandeis.
Chapin at the foul line for Brandeis. Chapin, the 5'6" junior, will get 2 shots. She makes the first one. Jessica Chapin, a 74% free throw shooter, and that's her team average as well. Second shot's up, and this one is also good. 6 of 6 from the foul line is Brandeis tonight. 18-17. Case is up a point. Berry now in the basketball game for Case. Sydney Berry, the 5'10" freshman guard out of Flint, Michigan. Beth Andrasic with it for Case. Works it left side to Tondo. Tondo left-hand dribble, pulls up, baseline shot, short. Hollinger fights for the rebound, and Rashford comes down with it for Brandeis. Here come the judges.
You notice how Brandeis sagged in. 4 defenders there for the rebound.
Sincata with it right in front of that Case bench. Nice lob pass inside to Strauthoff. And Lauren Strauthoff is going to draw a foul from Austin Howell.
Well, that could have gone either way. Either with the hold on Howell or the push-off by Strauthoff. Or is that's Gieshin? Casey Gieshin.
That's Casey Gieshin. So Gieshin's at the foul line. Case with 17 fouls. Gieshin in the 1-and-1, missed it. Long rebound, and Hollinger comes out with it. So Aaron Hollinger, the freshman, hands off to the junior, Ashley Tondo. Beth Andrasic with it, left wing. 7 minutes left to play, opening half. Case up a point, it's 18-17. Hollinger between the circles, right side to Berry. Try to get it inside to Howell. Ball's tipped, and Brandeis comes up with the turnover.
Laura Rashford got her hands up and knocked it away.
Chapin down to Sincata. Sincata to Dados. Dados loses her dribble. Beth Andrasic picked it. And Sydney Berry comes up with it. Berry dribbles into a trap, dribbles out of it. Top of the key to Howell, back to Berry, right wing. 6:40 on the game clock, opening half. Tondo inside to Hollinger, back to Tondo. Tondo right-hand dribble, right baseline, kicks it back to Hollinger. Right wing 3 in the air, back of the rim, no. High up for the rebound was Berry that time. Ball's knocked out of bounds off Case, and Brandeis will get it back.
Spartans going to have to do a better job of moving the basketball offensively. That was a 2-person game back and forth between Hollinger and Ashley Tondo. They need to get all 5 involved and move the basketball, out-rotate the Brandeis judges.
Kristen Atkins has checked in for Case off the bench, the 5'10" junior forward from Naperville, Illinois. Kristen averaging 3 points, 3 rebounds a night. Case in a 1-3-1 zone right now against Brandeis. Brandeis working the ball on the perimeter, swing it all the way around to the left corner, and Tondo knocked the ball out of bounds. So Brandeis will keep it. They'll have 14 seconds to shoot.
It looks like a Freeman Blade adaptation of the 1-3-1, Ron.
If you noticed, I paused before I said 1-3, and then because it looked like it, but it didn't quite look like it, so you're right. Case knocks the ball out of bounds on the inbounds. Brandeis will keep it. The judges will inbound it right in front of that Case bench. Sincata will inbound it down by the Gatorade water cooler. Gets it into Rashford with Andrasic on her. 10 seconds to shoot. Chapin, right-hand dribble, kicks it inside to Strauthoff. Strauthoff missed the shot, right of the lane. Down with the rebound was Hollinger. Tondo controls, now here comes Ashley. Crosses the timeline, dribbles between the circles, right-hand dribble, hands it off to Hollinger, top of the key. Hollinger back to Tondo, 3 in the air, right side, it was short. From our angle, it looked like it was money. It fell a little short. Kristen Atkins steals the ball in the backcourt for Case, though. Andrasic controls. Andrasic left side to Tondo. Ashley walked with the basketball. And Case gives it right back. 9 turnovers. 9 turnovers in the first half for Case. Coach Reimer wants a timeout. We'll take one too. 5:40 left to play. Opening half. Case up a point. It's 18-17. We'll be back on the Spartans Basketball Network. It is 18-17. Case a 1-point leader right now with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to play opening half. It's a doubleheader night tonight on WHK, 1420 AM, and along the internet at www.case.edu/athletics/varsity broadcast. You can email us at sportsinfo.case or sportsinfo@case.edu. That's www.sportsinfo@case.edu. We'd like to hear your comments. We know we've got lots of relatives listening all over the country to these Case ladies and the Case men who will play later this evening at 8 o'clock. Brandeis works it inside. They get an easy bucket inside, and it's 19-18 Judges. Tondo with the basketball for Case. Works it right side. Hands it off to Barry. Barry looks for a screen from Tondo, now dribbles left side, crosses over, loses the basketball, gives it back to Ashley Tondo. Chapin comes out to guard Tondo, 11 on the shot clock, gets a screen from Hollinger. Ashley dribbled it off of Hollinger's leg, and the ball went out to half court, and it's an over and back for Case. So another turnover, number 10 on the evening for Case in the opening half.
Well, Brandeis has 7, so it's been sort of a sloppy start. Both teams shooting under 40%, Case 35% from the field. The Judges shooting just 23%, similar to what they did in the first half against NYU on Saturday a week ago.
Strodehoff traveled with the basketball. Got a pass about 18 feet from the basket, just past the foul line. Made a ball fake and traveled with the basketball, so Case gets it back. Brandeis has 8 turnovers, so combined 18 turnovers in this first half. Tondo with the basketball right in front of that Brandeis bench. Case moving from left to right on your radio dial into Hollinger, left baseline. Back out to Tondo. Kicks it over to Andrasic. They're going to swing it. Kristen Atkins now with it left side to Barry. Barry thinks about a 3, throws up a 3. It's long, it's an air ball, and Chapin comes down with a rebound. Chapin down the floor to Sincata. Sincata working against Barry. Missed the layup. Ball's knocked out of bounds off of Case, and Brandeis will keep it.
Boy, that's a tough call for the official on the far side to make. Blocked
far side
out.
Back, too.
The official under the basket turned his head and wasn't able to see it as he avoided contact. Looked to the official on the far side. And I think that was the incorrect call based on how it went out of bounds.
Kate Clancy has checked in for Case. Barry will take a seat, and Chapin off the inbounds, dribbles into the lane and throws up a nice little layup. Jessica Chapin with 10 points. Case is down 3. It's 21-18. Foul is on well, there was a whistle and a foul on the backcourt on Case. And Brandeis is going to get the basketball back after that Chapin layup. So Sincata has it, works it back to Chapin off the inbounds. Chapin throws up a 3, misses it badly. Ball goes out of bounds off the rim. No one touched it. Chapin was the last to shoot it, so Case will get the basketball. Case has been at 18 for a while now. They were up 18-15. It stayed that way for an awful long time.
Well, Austin Howell hit a 3-pointer at the 10-minute mark. Case has not scored in 6 minutes.
Tondo with the basketball, works it left side to Andrasic. Right-hand dribble, bounce pass in the key to Hollinger. Back out to Atkins, right baseline, dribbles up, Strodehoff, nice defense, kicks it over to Tondo. Tondo, left corner, left-handed dribble. 8 on the shot clock, throws up a wild one. Strodehoff fights for it, knocks it out of bounds off of Brandeis. Amber Strodehoff, the 5'11 sophomore forward for Brandeis, working hard inside, but Case will keep it. So Tondo will inbound it into Atkins. 3 on the shot clock, 2 on the shot clock. Clancy, 3 in the air, top of the key, and she nailed it. Kate Clancy's got 2 threes. She has 6 points, and this game's tied. We're at 21, 3:15 left to play opening half. Strodehoff fights through a pick. Brandeis with the basketball to Sincata with Tondo on her. Top of the key now. Ethier with the basketball. Left wing, left-hand dribble, left baseline. Clancy cuts her off. 7 on the shot clock for Brandeis. Sincata between the circles. Right-hand dribble, right lane. 3 in the shot clock. Chapin 3 in the air. It's short. Long rebound. Tondo comes up with it. Nice defense that time, Ed, by Case.
In the full 30 seconds, they pushed it the entire way.
Beth Andrasic, right-hand dribble, left wing. Into Hollinger, left baseline. Strong move, turnaround shot. Off the glass, it was an air ball. Didn't draw the rim, but coming down with it is Clancy. Kicks it off to Andrasic. Left-hand baseline shot won't go. And Chapin fights for the rebound. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and Brandeis will get it back. Kelly Ethier, the 6-foot freshman forward from Springfield, Mass., has checked in the game for Brandeis. On the floor right now for Case, it's Andrasic. It's Hollinger, it's Tondo, Atkins, and Clancy. Ethier with it, left wing with Clancy on her in front of that Case bench. Cross-court pass to Chapin. Chapin, right-hand dribble, nice feed inside to Strodehoff. And Strodehoff with an easy layup thanks to a beautiful assist that time by Jessica Chapin. Strodehoff with 4, Case is down 2, it's 23-21. Inside to Hollinger, in the paint. Fake right, dribble left, put up a 4-footer, missed it. Chapin comes down with a rebound. Here comes Brandeis. Down the floor, Sincata with a breakaway, left-handed layup, in and out. Strodehoff with the rebound, back up, won't go. Clancy fights for it, and Clancy controls a whistle in the backcourt. And we've got a timeout for Case. We'll take another one. Spartans down 2, 1 minute, 42 seconds left to play. Opening half. Stay tuned, we've got a good one. We'll be back on WHK.
Get $1 off any regular sub, or $2 off if Case wins tonight. First one is at the circle and Case Athletics. Partners Athletics. Fans at halftime, be sure to stay in your seats for a halftime promotion, followed by performance from Shaw High School Band.
Ron Janssen, Ed Doherty along with you. It's Brandeis 23, Case 21. 1 minute, 42 seconds left to play. Opening half of a doubleheader night tonight on WHK and along the internet at www.case.edu/athletics/varsity broadcast. Ashley Tondo with the basketball for Case. Spartans have played an outstanding first half against a team that at some point this year was ranked #1 in the country. Chelsea Peck with it. Left side to Tondo. Left of the lane now to Atkins. Kristen working along that baseline and traveled with the basketball. So Case will give it back.
Case shooting 31% from the field in the first half. Brandeis even worse at just 25%, 7 of 28 from the field.
Well, that's exactly where Case needs to keep Brandeis. They need to keep them. And Chapin just dribbled the basketball out of bounds with Tondo with pressure on her. Coach Reimer imploring her troops to push, push, push. That's the type of tempo she wants tonight. Does not want a half-court set with this bigger and more physical Brandeis basketball team. Tondo with it, left wing, 3 in the air. Missed it. Chapin comes down with a rebound. I'll tell you what, Jessica Chapin is everywhere. 5'6" junior guard. Scores, distributes, and grabs rebounds. Nice feed inside. Brandeis with a miss. But Case is going to come up with a foul. Cassidy Dados will be at the line. She'll shoot 2.
When you talk about Chapin, Carol Simon, the head coach over at Brandeis, really likes her. She started, it's about midway through her freshman year, and has been at that point since, and really controls the offense for Brandeis.
Dados misses the first of 2 free throws. Dados, a 69% free throw shooter, the 6-foot senior out of California. Horsburgh, California, made the second one. Inside a minute to play, we're at 45 seconds. Case down 3. Tondo with the basketball. Tondo left wing. Off to Clancy, right wing. Clancy with a feed from Peck. Throws up a 3 off the Peck screen, missed it. Sincata down with the rebound for Brandeis. Quickly down the floor come the judges. Cassidy Dados gets an open layup with 25 seconds left. Case down 5, 26-21. Clancy with the basketball. Down the floor to Atkins. Atkins in front of that Brandeis bench. Shot clock's off, 15 seconds on the game clock. 10 seconds on the game clock. Tondo with it, right-hand dribble. Ball's kicked. Brandeis comes up with it. 6. Down to Sincata, working against Peck. Sincata missed the layup, and they're going to call a charging foul on Sincata.
Well, and Case should go to the line for a 1-and-1. That's the 7th team foul.
Case will not be at the line. They'll have to go the length of the floor in 3 seconds. Tondo with it at half court, and she'll fire it up from half court, and it falls short. And Case will head into the locker room down 5 at 26-21 at halftime.